An example of a very small enhancement is make this field required. So from a technical perspective, it is not a challenge. You can easily make it. But from a business process perspective, let's say there is already a system in production. They already had implemented this, in a 9 month cycle, taking 9 months, about a year ago, 2 years ago. Now they are in every month they are having cycle, right? Every release cycle. You cannot just make it anything as a requirement because it will break their system, the process. Someone is used to. So you have to do analysis of the process first. They will do this analysis. Then they will, but you should be able to participate in the meeting. They'll say why it should be required. You should be able to understand, and you know there will be little for you to do actually. They will be knowing Siebel, so they will not be Siebel dumb. They would be knowing Siebel, right? Because they've been using Siebel.
Yeah.
So whenever you get an enhancement request, typically there is less of like work for you. You just have to document it properly. Whatever the decisions they take, whatever we have talked about meetings, any action items, any steps, you need to keep a note of all that and make sure you understand everything that they're talking. So let's say you know that it's going to be related to requirements. So what you need to do is you need to go through all the documents. It's a required field for that particular view.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go through that view, make sure you understand what all is required, make sure you understand the process. They must be having documentation also.
Yeah.
You should understand all that, and then sit in the meeting a little bit more informed. Typically, that meeting will be like this. They will discuss one point for like 20 minutes. You'll be able to follow it quite easily. Okay, so you don't need to worry there. But being able to follow is very important too.
Yes.
Okay, so you will fall off. All of a sudden they'll start talking something you won't understand. Then again, all of a sudden you'll catch what they're talking about. So this is the way they work. It works. It will be okay. There'll be people to help you out because they will assume you don't know the system. They won't think you are fresh or new or Siebel, you don't know Siebel or things like that. They'll think you don't know the system. So this kind of projects are very good projects because you're not supposed to know Siebel too much. You're supposed to know their system. When you're doing the gap analysis, you're not doing the gap analysis of the requirement versus Siebel. You're doing the requirement versus
Process.
change system, the
Change
customized Siebel they have.
system.
Making sense? So these kind of projects are really good. So typical enhancement will be like, let's say they want something to be required. So you need to analyze the process. Let's say they say we need to, it will not be a big change. They will not say let's automate the service request functionality. Nothing like that. It will be like, sometimes it's like, can we have a new subtype? In account, can we have another type?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, whenever account has to be of a new type, let's say they have 29 types. Now you want to have 30 types. It's not just a small change from a process perspective. Because it's going in the reports, it's being used for totaling the revenue per industry.
Yeah.
Right? So it is being used for all that purpose. So it's not a small thing. It's not a small change. So you should be able to understand what they're talking. Right? Okay. So any others? There could be some little bigger changes also. From right now when the service request is getting closed, everything becomes read only. We want to keep it editable so that they can change it back to new so that we can reopen the service request. How service requests become closed?
Yeah, but
Then it should not be reopened, right? Doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
They should create a new service request. But then sometimes they say we want to be able to work on the existing service request. Let's say you close the service request, customer calls again saying the laptop is still not working. Whether you should create a new service request or whether it should be part of the same one. So that's from a process perspective. Let's say they want to have the same one. So you'll have to change the functionalities to say, okay, whenever it turns to closed, it should not become read-only.
Yeah.
But then that is not the only thing, right? So let's say they want to reopen it. Only then it should become read-only.
Yeah, but we need to think of what the criteria is.
Correct, and whether it should really, become. You need to think through the entire thing. It will come naturally. See, if you make everything editable, then even the ones which are not supposed to be reopened, they will remain editable for the rest of their life. You don't want that either. There is a purpose of the existing functionality.
Yes.
So you need to think. For every little piece, there will be a little bit of a thought process, and they will be talking about all these things. You should be able to follow that. Users will be knowing. See, the good thing is users will be knowledgeable. They will be knowledgeable about the process and how Siebel it's done in Siebel. There will be a training manual for the users, which the BAs would have prepared for them to train them on Siebel. You can use the training manual to understand Siebel and understand their process. they will be having documentation for everything.
Yes.
You can go through that, and you can go through, you can understand what it means.
But I think then you also.
Yes, the very first you will be flooded with documents. You go through all the documents and you will be able to understand. Okay.